So let's talk about it. My name is Tracy and I'm a insurance agency owner in Georgia. I also sell in Alabama, Florida, South Carolina, and Texas. One of the biggest things as an agent and as a young Black female especially, that just come from a regular environment is all the ads that I see on social media and talking about like this person. They usually have like a little Black female voice that's trying to be relatable to us. Like, oh yeah, I just got $1,400 to pay for groceries and bills and all these other things, like calling her homegirl up like, yo, get this money too. Like, bro, that's completely false. That does not happen. The government is not giving out money for health insurance subsidies and stuff like that. That's not how a subsidy works. And when you're filling out this information, like they're requiring you to put in your social security number, your home number, like your date of birth, all your real personal information. They're giving, like, you have to give the government that, and you have to file taxes on this money. So a lot of people aren't even reading like the fine print of like what's happening when y'all are filling out these ads and stuff. And you don't even know who this information is going to. So you basically thinking that you about to get all this money and the government gonna give you this extra money. That again is not how it's working. And I just wanted to like show people like what's the dangers of doing that and like give you the real information. Ultimately I want you to be my client because I'm gonna do the right thing for each person each time. If you're looking at this chart right here on the right, so these are the specific demographic, if you're looking at the ads, of the people that they're targeting because of certain provisions, and I will get into that in these next couple of slides. So right here, so these are some of the ads that you see. I kind of took like screenshots of some of them so that you all can see what I'm talking about. So this one right here is talking about $6,400. They usually say about $6,400, or they'll mention this $1,400 in premium. I mean, this benefit right here, $1,400 a month. This is like money that they kind of like reconcile when you actually file your taxes. No one's going to give you a check. The government's not going to give you a check. When you file your taxes, you're basically saying that I got insurance through the marketplace. They kind of like zero it out so that you won't. Remember, they used to have that penalty. They don't have the penalty anymore. So they're not going to give you the money. And the marketplace isn't as regulated as it is with Medicare. It's a lot of fake ads on that too, but they're not going to give you money at all. I think somebody mentioned that there was like one of them for a free trip. It's illegal for me to say, hey, I'm going to give you these things for you to become my client. That's insurance 101 when you take your insurance license. That's not true. But because it's not regulated, they can say whatever they want. They really typically go for like honestly, like lower income people. That's the targeted demographic. Or trying to be relatable, like, girl, let me get you this money, because y'all click on the ads, like y'all really do. Like there's so many huge behind companies that's like get so much money for signing y'all up. A lot of you qualify for the right things, but the way that they're going about it is like boss to me. It's kind of messed up, and because I'm come from that environment, it's like, bruh, I can't continue to let that happen. So be my client. Like, let me get you out. Okay, so this right here is one client. This is another client, and this is another client. This is like real information, and that I had to kind of block out because I can't, confidential. So this, if you look at the years, this is from 2022 and 2023. This is one client. Like, agents went in and changed this client this many times because they either kept clicking on these ads saying that they want the insurance, and the agent possibly paid. Somebody called me the other day trying to get me to pay like $35 because client clicked on it. All their information came to them. They're saying like, I ain't got to talk to this person. I'll never see this person. Go ahead and sign them up because they meet the income regulations. Bruh, come on. Like, this is messed up. So I have clients that was stolen from me because they didn't know what happened. Like, they called me and was like, yo, what's going on? Like, I can't get my insurance. Or I went to the doctor. They're saying I don't have insurance because their stuff was changed, but they know me, so she will probably see this video, and I had to go about a whole bunch of hoops in order to get it changed back to the carrier. This right here, this all happened for one client, all happened this year. So again, person possibly clicked on it that many times, or a ad agency went out, sold the same ad to like multiple agents, and they all using it person probably thought that they clicked on it thinking they about to get this money. Nah, bro, that again, not gonna happen. And people just kept changing it. Then this is another example. So right here, this is two live examples of what happened when these things occur. So right here, this was the current plan that the client is on, and this is the current plan that the client is on. So during open enrollment, they probably had a decent agent. The person did right by them the first time, so they put them on this plan right here, which is a good plan. It was $0, $0 for the $0 for the max out of pocket. No, the deductible, $1,700 max out of pocket. They explained all these things. When you go into your primary doctor, $0, $10 for a specialist. They explained all these things. Everything was good. Client wanted it. They possibly signed them up for this. So an agent, in order to steal a client, they got to put them on a new plan in order to get paid for that client. So they took them off and put them on this plan right here. So that depends on the county and all these other like factors and stuff. They just basically put them on something. The client thinking like, I'm still not paying anything. I still got health insurance, still with the same company or whatever. I don't know if I can show them, but whatever. Yeah, still with the same company. So they think they were decent, but nah. So they go to their primary doctor now. I think $50. This thing, go to a specialist, it's 30% after the deductible, which is this $9,100. So that client's gonna have to pay full price for a specialist until they reach that amount because they're on this plan. Plus $20 for generic drugs that was free in these right here. Same thing with this particular client. Same thing possibly happened. Agent went in, put them on this plan right here. Everything was good. Another agent went in, it's like sold again, or either client went on filling out another ad thinking that they're good, and then they went to the other agent went in, couldn't put them on the same plan, so they had to change their plan. So they put them on this plan. Still not that bad, or vice versa, however they did it. Still not that bad between the two, but then they clicked on it another time. All their information going in there. You're giving these people permission to do this stuff to you because you're basically clicking through, putting all your basic information in there, and you still eventually have to put in your social. So you keep giving these people your social security number and stuff, bro. This is just as bad as like the little Cash App things of like, or the foreigners and all these other things. But this is actually affecting you because you need your health insurance. Like you need possibly get some like real drugs and stuff, prescriptions and stuff, and now you're having to pay for it. So then the client eventually got to this right here. So by the time we saw it, this is the plan that the client was on, this $9,100 max out of pocket, $50 for the primary, $15 for the specialist. Like, bruh, this is crazy. So this right here is the main information that you need to know. So when you're trying to get marketplace insurance, in order to even be eligible, you have to have your income at least this amount for 2024. Like 2023 was slightly different, but going forward for the next year, the income has to be at least this amount. So this is obviously an estimate. From January to December of every year, you're kind of estimating that you can make this amount. So you come to me and like, yo, I need some insurance or something like that. I need to know, or you can at least expect that you can close to, like you working on the side, you doing whatever. You're estimating that you can at least make this amount. But if you got a job or something like that, even part-time, like it's kind of like you're going to do your best basically to make at least this amount to qualify for it, because anything below that you automatically qualify for Medicaid technically, but they ain't really feeling Medicaid like that. So that's like another thing that we can talk about later. So for the best prices, your income needs to be between at least, well, below this amount, if you want to say that, between these two amounts to get like the better coverage, the cheapest coverage, put it that way. So between these amount, like at least $1 more than this, and below this, you still getting the share reduction. So your cost is still pretty decent. And it's 200%, you still get another cost share reduction, but it just puts you in a different category. All the way up to this amount is where you get the subsidies and stuff from the government based on your household. And household size basically means how many people you claim on your taxes. So if you got kids and stuff like that, you claiming them on your taxes, or even if you have like an adult parent or something that lives with you, but you're paying for their insurance, like that's another household thing, and it kind of helps out in a lot of situations. Sometimes it doesn't. So what I need, if you all want me to be your agent, attached to here is the link to my funnel. So all you have to do is you're putting in all your information and you're giving it to me. I don't share your information with anybody. Like, I'm completely independent. I own my own agency. And again, as I say, I only share it with God and the insurance company. But yeah, you fill out all the application as best of your knowledge of what you're attempting to make next year. If anything was to change, so if you make like a little bit more than what you estimated, say comes like July or something like that, you just let me know, and then we can update the application to make sure that everything's going to work as it's supposed to be. But yeah, so don't lie on your application again, but it is an estimate, so we can like work with those numbers and stuff too. Anyway, click on a link. All the information comes directly to me. My system that I use is HIPAA compliant, so even if I need to request like certain things from you, then I will send like a link or something to you so that you won't, like if I do need a copy of your social security card because you put in your social security number wrong or something, or like citizenship paperwork or any of those types of things, I'll send a link directly to you so that you can just take a picture of it, upload that stuff directly to my site. And then for your personal stuff, make sure you delete that because you don't want to keep your social security card and stuff like that on your phone. But yeah, just let me know where I can help. But again, just stop, and if you don't mind sharing this information with as many people as you know so that they can be aware. And again, my goal for this open enrollment season is at least 10,000 people. So I'm gonna be busy. It starts November 1st, ends January 15th. There's like certain time frames in between there that has a little bit more details. But yeah, let me know and just share this as much as possible. Thanks.